Hey guys, Taylor here today, bringing you another one of these Pokemon-inspired or Eeveelution-inspired townhouses. So today, as you can probably tell by the title, we are working on Jolteon. So if you don't know, Jolteon is a electric type Pokemon. And I wanted to go a little bit industrial with this build. So colors are very loosely on the outside. I guess a little bit on the inside. I'm not really positive on that. I guess a little bit. But this one was more inspired by the sort of trainer I imagined, um, who would live here. So it would be someone who is definitely like very into industrial type things. Maybe is a manual labor type job. Works in a factory, and that's just because yeah, the electricity makes me think of a factory. Probably a million other things it could make me think of, but that's what it makes me think of. And so that's the sort of direction we head. And it's mostly because these cabinets match not only the color scheme of the outside, but also really match that industrial style. And it was just, it fit really well together in my mind. So that's what we went with. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now, I haven't mentioned this in any other build of this series, but I have not playtested any of these. In fact, I've not finished them. However, I am almost done. I just have no, not Espeon, Umbreon to go. Umbreon is my last one, and I actually got halfway through it today. So today I finished Flareon, and I finished this one. No, sorry, I got Umbreon half finished. Sorry, my brain's a little all over the place. I streamed today, and my roommate Onion decided to jump in and play with us for a bit. And let me just say, he's just 1000% chaos. All the time. And I let him play with Cass. I still don't know how to talk about Cass, right? Like, is it play with Cass, work with Cass? I don't know. But he was in Cass and created this weird monstrosity of a sim. And we also toured our build he did a very long time ago when we were streaming. I did not share it here because I didn't build it and because it's a monstrosity. It's honestly the most terrifying build I've ever seen in my life. Because my brain could have never imagined building something like that. And so yeah, that was heaps of fun, but chaotic. But we also worked on my builds. So we worked on this series of townhouses. Like I said, we finished Flareon today, and we got about halfway through Umbreon. But before that, I was working on a collab shell. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. A collab shell, which might be the next series coming out. I am not sure yet, but it is for a villains. It's called Villains in the City. And so yeah, I'm doing a build for some villains. It's not quite turning out how I expected it to, but I'm very excited to get it done. A little stressed about getting it done, but hopefully I'm hoping tomorrow after doing like half a day to a almost full day of uni, I can just get in and work on some of the clutter. I'm really, really keen on getting that one done, mostly because it's due very, very soon, and I'm very, not overwhelmed, but I guess overwhelmed by it. Like it's a lot to do, and I want to do really well on it because I've seen some other people and they're really accurate and really well on what they've done. And I am not so much. So yeah, really hoping to get some good progress on it. And of course I made it enormous. Probably a little too big, but I always do that. I always do that with builds. So, whoops. But yeah, don't worry. The builds in the future that I'm working on will not be as big. I have limited myself. So with this secret project that I've got going on in the background, Um, I'm only allowed to put certain ideas on big lots, and I can't put any other type on a big lot. All of them have to be less than, they can't have a 50 in the measurement. So I can't do a 50 by 40, a 50 by 50, or a 64 by 64. It has to be 40 or lower. And I think that's really, really good because it means that I am really bringing this stuff down into a fine little space that I have to work in, and I have to make it work, and it's just the way it goes. If I don't do it, it's gonna be a ton of big builds that I'm gonna get overwhelmed with. And I already know that the A to Z challenge, I've got some pretty big builds for that, so I'm gonna try and do some little ones for that as well. I hope I can do some little ones for that because, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get very overwhelmed if I don't. But yeah, looking at some of the ideas, I just know that they're gonna be big ideas and gonna be a little bit overwhelming. That's why, again, I want to do some little ones, some big ones. Yeah, like one of the ideas I'm doing for the A to Z is an arcade. I don't mind sharing those ones a little bit early. But an arcade could honestly just be a little room. I won't make it a little room, but I'll make it on a small build. It doesn't need to be huge. It doesn't need to be overwhelming or over the top or anything like that. So yeah, I'll definitely um look around, play around with that, see what little builds I can do. Definitely the first couple of ones, because if I can get a few of them smashed out in one go, in one day, that'd be fantastic because it would move forward my stream schedule and my build schedule and all that sort of stuff immensely. Yeah, like especially if I can get multiple done in a day. And that's the same with the secret project. I'm hoping to get, well, hopefully an average of 7 a week, but I don't want to build 7 days a week, if that makes sense. Um, Ideally, it would be 8 a week, but I also don't want to pressure myself and do too much. I'm hoping with the really, really small builds that I can get more done in those weeks, but with the bigger builds, I'm obviously going to get less done, but I want an average of 7. And if I do that, I'll be about 2.5 months ahead at all times if I stick to that schedule. Um, yeah, like some of these little builds, I know for sure I can get them done in like, one of them I can get done in like 2 hours. Because I'm pretty sure I've done a very similar build in 2 hours flat, and I was really, really happy with it. Um, so I don't want to say what it is, but I nearly did. But it's a build I've done previously. I have to double check, but it's gonna be done with CC this time. Wait, no, it's not. Sorry, it's for the secret project, which means no CC for that one. Um, yeah. Hang on, what's the? I've forgotten the name of what I'm doing now. Okay, I'm gonna have a little look at my schedule because this is why I write everything down, because otherwise I'm not gonna remember. Yeah, okay, I did a different letter. Fantastic. A different thing for that letter. Means I can't talk about what I did. I just wanted to be very secret. I will talk about it soon, but I'm not quite ready to talk about it. Um, I might talk about it at the end of this series, maybe. Again, let me check my schedule going on here. The last one is on the 13th of October. I wouldn't have started the builds yet for this, so I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Look, we'll figure it out. At some point, I will announce it. It'll probably be in the community tab, I guess. I think that's a thing here. I keep forgetting it's a thing here. But we are going to definitely be working on that project for the rest of the year once the builds for the rest of the year are done. I definitely have enough builds for the rest of the year. Okay, maybe till like the middle of December, so I need to do like 1 or 2 more builds after that, depending on how big they are. I might practice some small builds I might do like a Christmas theme build. I usually do a Christmas theme build, and I'm going to kind of be a little bit sad that I'm not doing a Christmas theme build this or next year. I mean, technically I am. Am I? I don't know. Let me find it out. But yeah, it's something I do every year, and it's gonna be kind of sad if I don't. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think that's okay. Um, yeah, look, we'll do the one this year to make up for it. Oops, did not mean to close that. You know what? We'll fix that up later. But yeah, it's so hard not to talk about this challenge. Like I said earlier, I was streaming today, and someone in the chat, I was like, I really want to tell you what I'm doing. Actually, there was a couple of people who I was like, I really want to tell you, I really do, because I think you would have good feedback or be really excited, and both of those things I'm looking forward to. Like I want people to be excited, and I want feedback on it. I'm getting feedback from my roommate Onion, but he doesn't play Sims all that often, hence why the builds and the stream today was just like unbelievably chaotic. In fact, he didn't even build today, we just toured a build he'd done previously. But yeah, I don't know, I really, really want to talk about it, which is why I keep vaguely talking about it, but not actually talking about it. And I don't know, I'm just very, very excited for it, and I can't even talk about what I want to talk about because I'm gonna start talking about the project. So I'm just gonna start talking about this build. So yeah, with this one, I said it was a very industrial inspired. We are getting close to the end here, I believe. Oops, I was supposed to cut that save out. I try and cut as much of the saves out as possible, just because I don't want to. I don't know. It feels a bit messy sometimes. I know not everybody cuts them out, but I feel like I should. So I don't know. It's definitely something I want to try and do more in my videos. I thought I did today, but I kind of still do rough scrubs over my video instead of detailed looks. Mm. And for a lot of these builds, I do duplicate quite a lot of what's going on. Like you can see the bedroom, the guest bedroom is the same color or same furniture, but lighter colors than the master bedroom. All of the bathrooms have the exact same items in the exact same swatches. I believe I use the same couches everywhere, then that's pretty universal through all the builds. I use the same things everywhere. And it's A, to help reduce lag, because I've heard that if you use a lot of different furniture pieces, it will increase lag. And B, because I kind of want it to be, can't think of the word, like it looks the same throughout. Um, Cohesive. I nearly said adhesive, but I don't want it to be adhesive. I'd like to be cohesive. I think that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of exciting to get these builds done. Especially now that I'm like pre-recording a lot. This build I put off pre-recording for 2 or 3 days, so I'm supposed to have, I think, finished all the pre-recording by now. But I hadn't finished the last build. In fact, I hadn't finished the last two builds. And normally I record in the morning because I share an office with Onion, and he's normally asleep in his room in the morning, and that's when I record because I know I have heaps of time in the morning because I'm an early riser, he is not. But we're actually recording this after dinner, because Onion has gone up to the shops and I didn't record this morning, so I thought, you know what, we'll just jump in and get the recording done while he's gone. This is actually the third time I've tried to record it because he came in right before he left for the shops to get, I think, his keys or something. And I was in the middle of recording and I was like, you know what, that's fine, we'll just stop and I can help you find your keys and then I'll record again. So I'm kind of glad that I recorded again too, because I was a little bit like, oh, hey guys, I don't really know what I'm talking about. And I mean, I still don't really know what I'm talking about, but I feel like I've got a better flow going at the moment. Because sometimes when I talk, I just feel like I'm like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of mumbling words and it's not making any sense. But today, I don't know, we're doing a lot better. I feel like because I streamed today and there was a lot to talk about, my brain has got a lot of different things to talk about, and because I couldn't talk about my secret project on stream, I talked about it here instead. Um, and I was able to get all that sort of excitement out because there was too much chaos going on over in stream to even think about talking about this, and I'm so glad I didn't because I would have slipped up. See, here, if I slip up, I can just stop recording, cut it out, whatever I want. But over on stream, it's live. If I say something, I've said it. There's no undoing that. And once it gets out, like once you say something, you've said it. And yeah, I don't know. I just guess I needed to really talk about that and get it off my chest because I'm so super excited for this. I really have to do it now because I've been hyping it up and talking about it a lot. Um, but yeah, just waiting for uni to finish. I find out tomorrow. Well, tomorrow my time. This is well in advance, but I find out tomorrow when exactly I finish uni, and that's very exciting. But you'll probably find out next stream, next video, but that's fine. We'll talk about that next video, I guess. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below on the build series so far, what your thoughts and feelings are. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.